Mrs. Downs, you were married to Mr. Downs at the time of his death, correct?
Correct.
Mrs. Downs, you had been married to Mr. Downs for 22 years and have children with him.
Yes.
How many children do you have?
2.
How old are they?
21 and 19.
When did you marry Mr. Downs?
I married him 2 years ago, November 8th. November 1st, excuse me.
1995?
Yes, Your Honor.
And when did he pass away?
He passed away on the 8th
The 8th of what?
of 95.
So you were married a total of 7 days.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hardly enough time for honeymoon.
Yeah.
This dispute is over an automobile. An automobile that the deceased had at the time of his death that was in his name, is that right?
Yes.
That each of you believe you're entitled to. So, Ms. Downs, why don't you tell me why you think you're entitled to this car?
Initially, Your Honor, she was actually never married to my husband. She was a common law wife, and it wasn't 22 years. She was living with him for 17 years.
That's a long time. 17 years is more than 7 days.
True.
Okay.
We had planned on getting married a year and a half before his death. And he was going through a divorce because he wanted to make sure that the living arrangements that he had with Esther was final. So she wouldn't come back and say that they were actually married.
So he went through a divorce with her, even though you say they weren't married.
Yes, Your Honor.
Could we move on with this, please? Get to the car.
During the period of time that he was, we were planning for our marriage, the doctor told him that he had leukemia, but he didn't tell him he was going to die. And he was in the hospital for a period of time. During that period of time, the divorce papers were final. He was in and out of the hospital. Every time he went into the hospital, Esther would come and borrow the car. I think that was on 4 occasions that he was admitted in the hospital. On each occasion, she'd borrow the car. After his death, I told her I was going to come and pick the car up. She said, okay. I went to the house. When I got there, she said she changed her mind. I didn't argue with her. She drove me home. And the car was paid off. It was a brand new 1995 Concord, Chrysler Concord, and he had only driven it for 8 months. It was $22,000 and had a $17,000 payoff. Upon his death, it was paid off. And
how was it paid off?
The insurance that he purchased it from the credit union.
Okay, so it's free and car is free and clear.
But she went to the credit union and told them that the car belonged to her. I told them that it belonged to him because it was in his name. They didn't know who to give the pink slip to, so she has had the car ever since.
Ever since 1995?
Yes.
Now, you say that you spent some money on this car.
Yes.
Tell me about the money that you spent on this car.
She got a lot of citations, parking citations, and other citations for not having tabs on the vehicle because she was driving it. And then the car was towed from in front of her house, where it stayed in the tow yard for 3 months. I assume she wasn't going to take it out, perhaps because she may, I don't know if she does or not, have another car. I was told that the car was going to be auctioned, so therefore I didn't want to auction. I said if I can sell the car. So I paid off her citations. I took the car out of hock, and all of that equaled $4,000 plus dollars.
You have proof of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I see it, please? Why didn't you pay the parking tickets?
I paid a lot of them.
You didn't pay all of them. You
No.
acknowledge you didn't pay all of them. Why didn't you pay them?
I was unemployed at the time.
That's not her problem.
No, but it's my reason.
No, but it's not her problem. You amassed $1,086 in parking tickets. You or your son? Who drives the car?
No, I did.
You did?
Yes.
So they towed your car in order to get the car back because there was a lien fee, a storage fee of $26.98.
I didn't have the money.
So she paid it, $4,000?
Yes.
And you still have the car?
No.
Who has the car?
I had the car towed to my house, Your Honor, because I thought I was going to be able to sell it, but I can't even
Why?
park it legally
Yeah.
on the street because it's not registered. I can't register it because I don't have the pink slip and I can't get the pink
Where's
slip.
the pink slip?
The credit union won't release the pink slip because she says that she owns the car, and I say my husband owns the car, and they want a judge to tell them who to give the pink slip to.
All right. You have 2 minutes to tell me why you think this car is yours.
I don't really think it's mine. I think my sons have an interest in his estate. Since he didn't have a will, I was named designator for something. My sons were a designator for something else. I
So your
believe in
sons
video.
receive funds.
No, they haven't. They were designated beneficiaries, which they have not been able to collect.
Well, I assume that eventually, if they are designated beneficiaries, they're going to be collecting that
hope so.
money. In your judgment of divorce, it provided that the car was his alone, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It seems to me this car was purchased in 1995. $22,000 is what it was purchased for. Let us assume that it is depreciated over the last 2.5 years and it is worth somewhere around $15,000. Let's assume that. You paid $4,000 just to get the car out of hock that you put the car in. Right?
Yes.
Good. So, I'm going to have my clerk prepare an order that the pink slip for the car be turned over to you, madam.
Thank you.
And that way, you will be able to recoup the $4,000 that you spent on the car. You and your sons had an opportunity to drive the car. I must tell you, Mrs. Downs, I find that you acted very irresponsibly with regard to not taking care of the car. Your sons may have had an interest in it. They should have taken better care of it and made sure it didn't wind up in the pound. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step